Here's an example we could probably do by using the Pythagorean theorem and a few more gyrations, and find the surface area of this plane. F of xy equals 6 minus 2x minus 3y, or another way of writing in the plane it would be 2x plus 3y plus z equals 6. But find the area of the part, the triangle, that's cut off by the coordinate planes. Back here by the xz plane, over here by the yz plane, and at the bottom by the xy plane. So that's our task. And of course now a really nice thing is the partial derivatives of this are going to be real easy. They're just numbers. So the partial with respect to x, as you can see, is just -2. The partial with respect to y is just -3. And so in order to compute this, we would have to integrate 0 to 6 minus 2x over 3, and that would be y going from there to there, and x going from 0 to 3. 1 plus -2 squared plus -3 squared dy dx. And of course what's under the radical is just a constant, it's the square root of 14. A commentary on why the upper limit is 6 minus 2x over 3. And that would be if we were to look at the equation of this line in the xy plane, right? You could say, well, it has slope -2/3 and y-intercept of 2. So I could call it -2/3 x plus 2. But another way of saying that, notice that this is the same thing as -2/3 x plus 2. If we let z be 0, then we have this equation right here of, that means it's in the xy plane. And the equation in the xy plane of that line is y equals 6 minus 2x over 3. Any way you wind up with it, you will have this integrand, square root of 14, these limits of integration, 0 to 6 minus 2x over 3, keeping in mind, when you're looking at this, if we drew stripes across this region, right, the stripes would hit at the equation of that line at the top and at the bottom at y equals 0. So our limits of integration, y equals 0 to 6 minus 2x over 3. X limits 0 to 3 because we draw those stripes starting at 0 and stopping at x equals 3. So integrating once with respect to y, since square root of 14 is a constant, is square root of 14y. Y going from 0 to 6 minus 2x over 3. And so when you put in 0, y is 0, so that's 0, so we just put in the 6 minus 2x quantity over 3 and square root of 14 times that, and then integrate that with respect to x. Well, this is 6/3, or how about, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll factor the 3 out and make it 14 over the square root of 3, and then integrating 6, so 6x, and integrate 2x, so x squared, so it's 6x minus x squared times this constant, square root of 14 over 3, x going from 0 to 3. Of course, you put in 0, this expression 0, and you put in 3, you get 18 minus 9, which is 9, so that 9 cancels with this 3 and gives us 3, square root of 14. That would be the area of this rainbow-colored triangle.